My wife and I, we've been working with a man named Hai and his wife named Fong. They own a nail salon, and by God's grace, they were saved a couple years ago. And so they, every time I meet him, since the day one I met him, we open up the scriptures in Vietnamese and look at the Great Commission, cast a vision for him to plant churches. There's no other Asian work in our city that I'm aware of. And just, oh man, so many are here, so many are perishing, and I can't do it. I don't know the language, and they don't relate to me as well as they'd relate to you. And just kind of telling I'm going to be your coach and so forth. So we're in the home. We're giving church identity and going through commands. Maybe it's the second time we've met with them. I started with English. We're going to teach them English, but we crossed that bridge to church so quickly. It was just kind of like English lessons weren't the main idea anymore. And so I told him to share the gospel. Maybe our second meeting, we were practicing that, and he practiced on his mother-in-law, Kua, who was Buddhist. And Kua was somewhat reluctant because of her husband, fear of her husband's retaliation. But he was a little bit wayward himself, so we said, hey, who cares about his opinion anyway? And so God was convicting her, and she wanted to surrender and have forgiveness of her sins through Christ. So she did that, and gave them stories to help them see the value of immediate baptism. And now we're filling the bathtub up and ready to baptize Kua. And I'm telling this gentleman, hi, okay, brother, good job. You know what comes next, and Great Commission. And he said, okay, you can do it, brother. As we're walking to the bathroom, he puts his hand on my back, kind of pushes me forward, like, you do it. You're the pastor. And so something's wrong here. We just pause, open the scripture up again, and just kind of read through the Great Commission. Same thing I've done with him every time we've met. Does that apply to you? Does that part apply to you? Does that part apply to you? Okay, so you're going to lead people to Christ? Yes. You're going to baptize? Yes. So you're going to make disciples? Yes. You're going to train them? Yes. Okay, so go ahead. He said, okay, I will. Next time. And I said, I just kind of stopped dead in my tracks and go, man, this isn't going to start here. It starts here. It's never going to end. I'll be doing everything. And so his kids are running around. I told him a little story. I said, your kids are running around. They need to learn one day to ride a bicycle. And he said, but if you go to teach them to ride a bicycle and you just get on the bicycle every time, you always ride it, and they always watch you, that would be kind of embarrassing, because then when they get older, they don't know how to ride a bicycle, and that's not. Everyone should know how to. He said, you're talking about me, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, okay, Lord, I will ride my bicycle. So he went in there and prayed a beautiful prayer, and it was Vietnamese, and baptized her, and then he said it again. I can ride the bicycle. So it's become a part of our lingo now as we approach issues concerning him taking ownership of the church planting movement among Asians. And they really do have a vision for many churches of really that's really been caught pretty quickly. We think he's God's man for our city for Asians.